The best way to increase your close rate is to stop winging it every time you get to the job site. The best thing to do is to create a repeatable sales process, and that's the winning tactic. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Shop Talk. Today, we're going to talk about the sales process. When I was in the field and selling jobs every day, I stuck to a very repeatable sales process. That let me kind of hone in my skills, see what worked, see what didn't, and I was able to increase my close rate going to a very specific sales process. And I want to go through that with you today. So we've already talked about when the phone rings and your admin answers the phone, we're closing on the spot. We're letting them know right away that we're closing on the spot by letting the client know that we're going to give them a price that day and we're going to be able to schedule their proposal when the sales guy goes out to the job site. The second piece of that is between the time of booking the appointment and the salesperson going out to the job site, we've dripped on that client with videos and text messages selling the company, telling them how awesome we are, why they should do business with us, and we've given them links to our reviews and everything. So before we ever knock on the door, that client knows who we are and they want to do business with us. That's the most important thing. Now the second sale, what we call the second sale of the process, is where we actually knock on the door. And remember, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go over that process with them again. That's how we confirm with the client what's going on that day. We're going to build some rapport really quickly. We're going to do some niceties, shake the hand, pet the dog, all of that kind of stuff, right? We're going to build some quick rapport, let them know we're going to look professional. We're going to park out in front of the job, out in front with our logoed vehicle. We're coming into play. They know that right away. Then we're going to go through the process with them again. We're going to let them know, hey, Miss Johnson, nice to meet you today. Pet the dog. Can I just go through the process with you on what's going to happen today? And you're going to explain to them, we're going to walk the property together. We're going to go through the design. I'm going to be able to give you an exact price today. I'm going to show you some fixtures. And at the end, we're going to be able to schedule your install today as long as you're cool with that. So we reiterated they're getting their price and they're going to be able to schedule their install today. So right up front, we're setting the expectation to close. The next thing we're going to do is what I call dropping the turd. All right, we're going to drop the turd, and the turd is the largest objection everybody gets on every job is price. We want to get that right out front. So I'm going to ask the client, sir, ma'am, or Miss Johnson, what is it that you're looking for today? And they're going to be able to tell you all the things that they want. I want to establish what they want and why they want it first. So they're going to tell me, I want the front yard done, I want the driveway done, and I want the backyard done. And I'm going to say, well, what motivated that? Well, grandma fell off the steps, or my neighbor did lights and I think we can do them better, or I want this, I want that, so on and so forth. We want to know what they want and why they want it. Then we're going to drop the turd. We're going to say, okay, in my experience from doing projects like this looks like about a $15,000 project for us. How does that sound to you? What I'm doing is getting the price right up front of about what this is going to cost. Now, before I ever walked up to the house, I've already done this satellite video. I know about what the backyard looks like. I know what the driveway looks like. I know what the front yard looks like. In my head, I know about how many lights this is. I've done this enough to figure it out, right? So I'm going to drop that turd of a price on them. And what I'm doing is getting that objection right out front. I want them to know what it's going to cost. And then what this allows me to do is observe them for the rest of the sales process so that I know where we are price-wise, right? I don't have to ask them what their budget is because I know by whether she's adding products or solutions to the bid, or if she's constantly trying to take stuff away. I can feel whether I need to go a little more budget friendly or if I can go full on design on this thing, but just by the way he or she is reacting at that point. So we've confirmed, we've built some rapport, we've confirmed what we're doing today, we dropped the turd. Next thing we're gonna do is, and I can do all of that in like 5 to 7 minutes, 10 minutes max. We wanna get through that process quickly, right? The rest of the time, all I'm gonna do is build value. So I've given the price. She's probably going, man, that's more than I was thinking. But now I've got 45 minutes to explain to her why I'm worth it, right? So I'm gonna spend the next 45 minutes building value. The way we do that is with design, selling the company, the quality of the fixtures, and the experience. Now, they've already gotten some of that because they saw videos from you before you ever got out there. They've researched your company, they're doing video. Our clients are more educated today than they ever have been. So expect them to know who you are and whether you're going to be worth this money or not, right? So I'm building value all the way through that process when I'm there. We're going to walk around, we're going to talk about fixtures. And one of the things I always did was give a client a more economical way to design. Yes, you're a designer and what you say looks great. But when you can say, hey, we can do 2 fixtures here instead of 3, and this is what that's going to look like, and have photos and video to show the client, you build some rapport there where it doesn't feel like you're actually trying to make all this money on them. You're getting the money piece out the way so that you can get straight to being the professional on that job site. So in 45 minutes, we're going to build value. We're explaining to them we're using high quality fixtures, the best LEDs. Our maintenance program is this. We can design over here. You solve a problem they didn't even think about. And they go, man, that's worth more than I thought. That's worth more than I thought. So let's say you told them 15 grand, they were thinking 5 grand. You got to build $10,000 in value at that moment. So you've got to solve problems they weren't thinking about. Have options that are better than what they were thinking. And in their mind, they're going, oh, that's better, that's better, that's better. The whole time, the beauty of this, the whole time they want this project. They are justifying the price in their mind because they already have it. You've gotten that out of the way, right? Then we go to the close. We're 45 minutes building value. We jump straight into close. The whole time that I'm talking with the client, the first thing I say is, do you mind if I take notes and start preparing the proposal off what we go? So I actually have an iPad, and in our CRM, I can go 6 of these, 10 of these, 4 of these, 3 of these. I'm taking photos of the property. I'm already drawing out while I'm walking the property, looking at the client. I've got this proposal basically set up before we ever leave. I'll go, can you give me 5 minutes so I can set the proposal up for the client? And they go, yeah, no problem here. Is there somewhere comfortable I can show you exactly what this is going to break out to? And sometimes they'll tell you, come on inside or come to the back porch. Whatever's comfortable for them is where you want to set. They may have, their house may be a mess. They may not want you in their house. They may want you on the back porch. They may want you here or there. So I always ask, is there somewhere comfortable that we can sit down and I can show you exactly what this looks like? Then we're going to go straight to close. We're going to show them proposal. Before I hit the price, I'm going to build value one more time. We're going to give you this. We're going to give you that. We're going to give you this. We're going to give you that. We're going to give you this. This is what we're doing here. Boom, it's going to look amazing, right? Build value again through the proposal process, drop the price, and be quiet. First thing you want to do is just be quiet for a second. When you drop the price, ask them, ask for the sale. The next thing is just ask for the sale. We can install on this specific date. How does that sound to you? Price is going to be, and I always try to come in there. If I told the client 15 grand, I am doing my best to be at $13,450. Client, job's $13,450. We can install next Wednesday. How's that sound to you? Now, the next couple videos, we're going to talk about objections. We can tackle any amount of objections you want. As a matter of fact, like, subscribe to our page, and then put in the comments exactly what objection you want me to film next. I will film any objection you want and exactly what you should say to that objection, or exactly what I said to be able to close the deal on the spot at that objection. Again, we're going to build rapport, and we're going to drop the turd. We're going to build value. Then we're going to go straight to close. In the build value phase, one of the things you got to do is stop talking. It's a lot, be quiet, listen, and let them solve their own problems, right? So that's really helpful in the build value process. But this is Shop Talk. The best way to get more content like this is to become a Redwoods Pro install partner. Like Redwoods, those guys get this kind of content every day directly from me and our support staff. So definitely hit that up, like and share our post today if you like it. And if you want more of this content, interact with us. That's what we're looking for, and that's what motivates us to put more of this content out. Definitely let me know what objections you want me to shoot next. We'll shoot those. Like I said, become a Redwoods Pro install partner and like and share our content.